I'm Veronica, Imaginovator and host, and welcome to the Shaboo Prince Artist Studio, where we'll play hard and embark on your new Odyssey.
It's an inward journey of discovery using your enlivened sense of wonder. Each episode will offer you surprising experiences for deeper imagination and creativity to occur. This is your safe playground where you will discover and liberate your creative originality. Come on in and let's ride.
Hiya! Did you know that you have something that can't be duplicated, that can't be outsourced, that can stay ahead of AI and ChatGPT? Yeah, it's a part of those forces we've been talking about, and it's something that you were born with. It is your natural creative self. And we're going to talk about that this week. So welcome to the Shaboo Artist Studio. My name is Veronica, Imaginovator, here in your new Odyssey.
Hiya, I'm your assistant, Imaginovator Veronica, and I will help you get the most out of your new Odyssey, a program unlike anything you've ever seen before. Each episode is a grab bag of various creativity experiences and activities that will get you thinking in new ways and increase your curiosity for your imagination and creative self-expression. All you have to do is sit back, have an open mind, and watch. And I guarantee you will get something good for yourself out of the next half hour.
Yeah, well, you do use both sides of your brain. Funny thing is, you probably used more of your right brain as your original creative self as a youth. That's why you were able to imagine beyond what is. Why you were able to sprout wings when you needed them, think of possibilities, and have that sense of wonder going forward into the future. But somehow along the line, we get adulterated. And in that adulting process, interestingly enough, the emphasis starts to get put more on the left side of our brain, which is a very good side. But it means probably more logical thinking, assessing data. It's more logical. Things are point A and point B. And as we become adults, we tend to lean more on some of the aspects of our left brain. Well, interestingly enough, I've mentioned in previous episodes that we are entering a time called the New Renaissance. And that is because there are a lot of changes happening right now, as you know. There are changes in climate, there are outsourcing, there are changes in developments in technology, and they call these change agents. And there's a lot of stress happening for adults caused by these change agents. Well, the funny thing is that if you are using your original creative self, if you are living as a creative person, those aspects become less of a threat because you are an individual, unique. You cannot be duplicated. You will always be working with those forces that we talk about that are creativity and imagination and love and joy. And those things are hard for the computers and technology to really grasp. And so this is an edge that you can have. But it does mean that these times, these change agents are indeed putting the squeeze on the right side of our brains. That original creative self, that youthful person that you were, has been altered a little bit through the adulting process, and necessarily so. And interestingly enough, a lot of those skills that your original creative self do best are what's needed in the future. And that's why they're thinking that your two most important skills of the 21st century are your imagination and creativity. And I will start to recommend some good reads. And I might even put a resource page for a good reading list on the website, because I think this is a topic that's really being discussed right now. And there's a really good book by Daniel Pink called Your New Mind. Talking about the squeeze happening on the left side of the brain, why so much is happening to adopt the skills that are typically done by the left side of the brain, opening us up for development of the right side of the brain. And those that can strengthen their imagination and creativity have a better chance, worth more opportunities going into the 21st century. Isn't that cool?
I'd love to share with you excerpts from this book that will tickle your ears. The left brain focuses on categories, the right on relationships. The left can grasp the details, but only the right hemisphere can see the big picture. Left brain style thinking used to be the driver, and right brain style thinking the passenger. Now, right-directed thinking is suddenly grabbing the wheel, stepping on the gas, and determining where we're going and how we'll get there. Left-directed aptitudes, the sorts of things measured by the SAT and deployed by CPAs, are still necessary, but they're no longer sufficient. Instead, the R-directed aptitudes, so often disdained and dismissed, artistry, empathy, taking the long view, pursuing the transcendent, will increasingly determine who soars and who stumbles. It's dizzying, but ultimately inspiring change. Learning about creativity from an animated line drawing like me may not make a lot of sense to the left brain, and that's okay. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for the right side of Imaginovator Veronica's brain. I was drawn quickly and simply by her, and I need the right side of your brain to engage with me. We'll use plenty of your left brain to do important tasks, but here are a few fun and easy things you can do to flex and strengthen your right brain. Watch and listen to your kaleidoscope journeys. Imaginative play. Memory games. Use your non-dominant hand more. Learn a new skill. Juggling, visiting with family and friends, and volunteering. Creativity is not logical or on a straight timeline of occurrences. It is eclectic and curly and requires the part of your mind that can be okay with surprise, the unexpected, and unknown. Thanks to your right brain, you can imagine beyond what is and invent new things. Without leaving your chair, you can imaginatively travel using the kaleidoscope journeys, and it will nourish your creative soul too. So let's get back to your new Odyssey. Let's now awaken your heart with an introspective question. Notice any resistance you may feel or messages from the mind that may keep you from your deeper knowing. Let your heart respond. Your heart never lies.
Yes, so your beautiful, beautiful brain that we always try to calm and relax, because here on your new Odyssey, The trick is calming the mind, opening the heart. Calming the mind, opening the heart. And so here, I think, is a good time for us to enter a kaleidoscope journey. And I want you to feel inside and see what that does for you. Do you feel a little pressure now that we're entering an exercise? Do you prefer not to go so deep? Are you looking forward to it? Are you excited about what's possible in your imagination as we journey? Feel inside and feel how you respond to these imagination exercises. It's all revealing parts of you, and those parts that we're going to continue to play with and work on here in the Shaboo Artist Studio. So I'm going to put about here a QR code for you if you wish to download the coloring page that we'll be using in today's journey. But you don't need to do that to enjoy the benefits of the journey. You can download it and use it another time. You can color along with me as we do this. You can gift it away and have someone else explore their imagination and creativity. But this is not a coloring exercise. This is an imagination exercise. So whatever that is that it takes to get you there is what you want to use. And that's why in the journeys we have the music, you have my soft-spoken words, you have the rhythmic motion of the coloring pen and the power of color. You can close your eyes and sit back and relax, or you can watch and listen. It's whatever you need, but take advantage of this time to explore and strengthen the right side of your brain, which is imagination, creativity, organic movement, curly Q movement, no straight lines or A to B points of reference. And see what that is, what that offers you when you come back on the other side, and we'll talk then. So let's ride.
Kaleidoscope journeys will transport you to an alternate positive state, but only if you let them. This is a powerful pause button for the mind, so that you can use your heart to imagine in new ways. I will do all of the work. Just sit back and relax. Enjoy guided imagery, the power of color, inspirational music, and introspection. All right, so this is what we've put together so far, and today we'll color this balloon here. But before we do that, let us begin by contemplating this motivational statement. What our spirit wants is freedom, and courage is the way through which we obtain it. Now come here with me as we begin to color and bring to life our magnificent balloon so that we may travel and explore. I'm excited that we're going to color and create together. I'm excited that you're willing to consider big thoughts. I'm excited that you're willing to allow creativity to flow through you for a new experience. I'm excited that you're willing to let creativity reignite your enthusiasm for what's ahead, despite what's behind you. I'm excited that you're allowing creativity through your courage and search for personal freedom to take you to places you've never been. As you watch this and as we color together, creativity is now expanding our reality away from the confines of what you thought it was towards all that still can be. And together, we'll step into this expanded space, feeling safe, feeling curious. Let us begin to let go and allow the possibilities to expand. Feel the space around you expand, and the different atmosphere in which we will launch our balloon now surrounds you. Imaginovate a beautiful horizon that you wish to explore. Your chin lifts and your chest opens as if pulled by an invisible cord. And your growing awareness and wonder of all that could be in the vast unknown ahead of you causes a surprise reaction within you. And it is a kind of courage you haven't felt in a long while. This type of courage is when you protect someone or something that you care about or believe in. And you realize that the swelling up of courage is because you are now protecting who you really are. Yes, this refreshing swelling of courage within you that you haven't felt in a while is happening. Because you are protecting your right to explore all of who you are. And to believe that your future is not only open-ended, but forever expanding. Because our balloon is a symbol of who we are, I've again chosen a vintage canvas color to reflect our humanity and where we come from. And as I color in your basket, I will infuse it with intentions of safety and security. It will sturdily carry us as we imaginovate into far and distant lands during this Odyssey. It will serve as our safe and cozy nest for our homecoming. That's why I will gently tuck color into these smaller areas. There. And now I will continue to add volume by adding shadow and light to this basket so that it may have plenty of space within to hold both of us safely towards our adventure. And to further heighten our enthusiasm for our Odyssey, I'm going to add a soft butter yellow to our balloon.
This beautiful yellow will announce our arrival to whichever space we enter and will be recognized by the sun. I wonder why it feels so good to color. Why emotionally it's so satisfying to fill in a space. Is it because we're creating and putting our spirit into something we're creating? Or is it control? Everything we create carries us with it, just like this balloon. Here's a fun exercise as we continue to prepare our balloon for flight. What will you bring to put in our basket for our journey? What can't you be without? Do you think we'll need food, or you trust that food will be there when we need it? Will you bring protective clothing like heavy shoes or a coat or goggles? Or will you trust that the temperature and environment will be comfortable and perfect? Will you bring navigational tools or allow the wind to take you as it sees fit? I think thinking about what you might or might not bring on our journey is important. Not because we have to ensure we are secure and safe and have all our needs, but because it will help us determine if we truly trust in the creative process and our Odyssey, and how much control we still have to let go of before our launch. This is your chance to let go of your experiences of the past and create new ones for the future with trust. So as you prepare, trust that you will have all your needs met on your journey. Trust that you can be safe exploring the unknown outside of your comfort zone. How hard is it for you to believe in this possibility? Something to ponder as we pause our journey here and return you to your conventional reality. Which, by the way, you can change with a little imagination.
How did it go? Did you have a good journey? Did you come along with me? Or not, and that's okay too. No judgment here. But were you able to surrender to the creative process, to your imagination, to the impulses of your heart, using the music and coloring and power of color? Was your mind chiming in and giving you messages of, what the heck are we doing here? This doesn't make sense. Get the heck out. All of this reveals parts of you and also your strength and how your mind is being used and traditionally used to being used. The left side of the brain is very analytical, sequential, logical. It's probably what kicks in to bring you back into conventionality. It's very good at policing that. The right side of the brain is where your imagination comes from. It sees the abstract. It's capable of what's referred to as symphonic intelligence, which is the ability to look at lots of different parts and see a meaning like an orchestra or a symphony. So how was your brain kicking in and being used? And was it easy to let go and go into the right side, or was it a little more difficult and you heard your very conventional left side speaking up? So take advantage of these exercises to strengthen the right side of your brain, to let go, to go further into that far out field of your imagination, because it's there that your resilience to a lot of these change agents are. So I challenge you to come back again next week, where we will have many more exercises and much more fun, and we'll play harder. But until then, live big and play hard.
Visit our website for more program resources, and we welcome feedback.